Okay, guys, let's take a start. Before we start with IELTS reading, I would like to give you some instructions how to deal with IELTS reading. Today, we are going to solve one academic reading test, right? Those of you who are general training IELTS candidates, for them, it's a good opportunity to solve academic reading, which is more difficult than general training reading. Okay, so academic is more difficult than general training. So if you solve this, this is going to give you an opportunity to deal with GT reading easily. Section 3 of academic reading and section 3 of general training reading, both are same in terms of passage, difficulty level, questions, and all that. Okay, now the first thing is you should be familiar with IELTS reading. What is that? You should see the type of questions. First of all, you should know the type of questions that we have. So, for example, true, false, not given, sentence completion, which paragraph contains the following, list of headings, blah, blah, blah. So, you should know the first thing. Second thing, you must know that for each question type, what should be your action plan? Action plan means how to attempt that. If you don't know, if you start IELTS reading haphazardly without following any rules, by rules I mean action plan. Action plan means what to do, where you should read the questions first and where you should read the passage first, and you should know. And it depends on the type of question you are doing. For example, when you're doing true, false, not given, questions and answers are in order. So once you find the answer of one question, you have to go on. For example, you are doing list of headings. Questions and answers are not in order. And there you need to use skim reading technique. Skim reading means you skim through the passage, paragraph, and then you come to list of headings and match the headings. And you should know within the paragraph, the first sentence, the middle sentence, and the last sentence, they are important. One thing. Second important thing, you should also know which question type should be attempted first and which question type should be attempted last. For example, question type that is where questions and answers are in order, that should be attempted first because they are organized questions. They are in order, questions and answers are in order in the passage, you can easily do them. The questions that need entire passage or the questions that need the scanning of entire passage, those questions should be done at the end of that very section when you become familiar with the passage. So this intelligence is going to help you a lot. Otherwise, if you start, for example, you start with list of headings. There are 5 questions, list of headings, you start with that. Now 5 questions means you have to go to 5 paragraphs. 5 long paragraphs, and that will take all your time. But if in the same part of IELTS reading, like section 1, 2, 3, they have true, false, not given, do them first. If they have sentence completion, do them first. If they have multiple choice questions, do them first. By doing these type of questions where questions and answers are in order, when you come to list of headings or which paragraph contains the following, you will be familiar with the passage, and many answers you will find that you read that thing already in the passage. So this is very, very important how you make your action plan. As you practice from Cambridge IELTS books, you should know that I need to practice at least 1 to 2 tests a day. And don't practice 2 reading tests consecutively. Consecutively means one test is over and you start the second one. No, there must be a break for a couple of hours, probably one test in the morning, one at night, or one in the evening. Otherwise, you can take one reading test, then take a break for at least 2 hours so that your brain comes back to 0 level and then you start again. Okay, so like this you need to go on, and there is another activity that I recommend my students. If they are academic IELTS candidates and they don't understand academic reading, they should start from general training reading. Solve a couple of tests there, a couple of books there, and then come to academic IELTS, right? Another activity you guys can do if you are at a very basic level, you don't even understand what you read. I mean, reading is reading comprehension. You read, but you don't understand. In that case, you can select Cambridge IELTS book number 1, 2, 3, 4 and translate some passages into your native language along with the mobile. You come across new word, underline the word, type the word, find the meaning of the word, write the meaning down there to improve your comprehension. Comprehension means understanding. You can translate some passages into your language and then gradually you can find your way. So again, I'm telling you, academic reading is difficult, but you should have action plan. You should be familiar with the type of questions and then you're going to be fine with it. Okay? All right. Thank you.